Alright, guess who's recorded this video like 12 times and does not know how to do it concisely. So here we go. Welcome to a video that nobody asked for and that nobody cares about, but I'm gonna make it anyways. If you don't care about this video or bow duels or me, that's fine. I don't care. That's go for it. I don't know if I care about me most of the time, to be honest with you, but I'm going to talk about just some stuff that's been going on and why I have not played bow duels in a very long time. That's the point of this video. I have a streak going on because I was trying to record this and I talked for way too long. So ignore that. Um, so I've not been playing for a while. And people have noticed. Well, like some people have. Like I've gotten some DMs and people ask questions sometimes. But I'm just gonna put it all on the table or whatever. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about shit. So here we go. So I have not been playing bow duels for a long time. Well, not a long time, but like longer than usual. And I haven't been like a grinder in a very long time. And so I'm going to talk about why. Okay, I've said this like 12 times. So here's why. I had so many technical issues. As you know, I complained about my internet and about being not motivated and being garbage. I have like 12 videos of me saying I'm garbage on film. I've never had a high well, I've had high expectations. I had a low view of my skill level for like ever. I still have a low view of my skill level, but it's a little bit better now. Not really. It's actually probably gotten worse, but that's not the point. So I had a lot of internet issues, and that's fine. I was still trying to play around them though, and so something that happened was my clicking on my mouse started not working. I was having issues charging shots. I was literally like, if I would hold right click, like I would just I would shoot rapidly as opposed to like hold the shot, and that was of course really bad because you can't just keep doing that. You have to charge shots, otherwise you will lose. And so that was kind of an issue. And I still played a little bit with a broken mouse as best I could, but not a lot. And then I finally fixed it and got a new mouse, and all was well for about like 3 minutes. And so after the mouse came, and I kind of got that set up a little slowly, I had some issues with one of my movement keys. Like my strafe right key was like the switches on the key. How do I explain this? The switches on the key were laying like flat, and the only thing that was moving the key up and down that was like hitting the key, like I could tap it, but it wouldn't do a whole lot. The only thing that would help the key go down was and come back up was like the rubber cup inside. And what happens when the switches lay flat on the key is the rubber cup moves around, and so I would have to pop the keycap off and like move the key or like the rubber cup back, and I played with the switches and I did all sorts of shit, and I was essentially removing the keycap so much that the little like what are they called? The things that hold the key on to the keyboard, they essentially were like getting worn down and broken and not working right. And so eventually the keycap was just sliding off whenever I would strafe. And so I was literally like every time I'd strafe, I would be strafing, but also trying to like push the keycap back into place. And it was a nightmare. It was awful. I literally couldn't move right. Otherwise, the key would just come off, and I was like literally just pressing like a rubber couplet that is like, that looks like a crumb. It's just, it was bad. It was horrible. It was awful. It was garbage. And so, I looked into replacing the key, and it's sort of a specific process, and I don't really trust myself to put a brand new key on there successfully and not break it as well. And so eventually I was just like, you know what? I think the only option is to get a keyboard. And so my dumbass bought a whole new keyboard. And let's just say I have a new brand new rainbow keyboard on my desk right now that I have been playing on since then. The problem is that this keyboard is a little bit larger than my old keyboard on my laptop, and it's also got a different layout. And so trying to hit the keys, and I don't use WASD by the way, which makes this whole process so much more difficult because those keys are like kind of always in a similar spot, but I use arrow keys, which is stupid because those keys look super different, and I thought this keyboard would have like a good layout for it, and it does not, turns out. So I kind of had to switch up a lot of my controls to accommodate my weird layout, and so I pretty much had to relearn how to like hold my hand on the keyboard and how to like strafe and everything, and it's just been a nightmare to try and like get all my shit together. Like doing all of that is like still kind of difficult, and I'm still not entirely used to it. Like there's still some like like some little nuances that I'm like not doing right. Like do you see me jump like 15 times there? It's because like I didn't know which finger to take off which key. It's still like it's still rusty. It's not bad like it was, but it's still not perfect. And it wasn't, I don't know if it ever was perfect to be honest with you, but it was a lot better than this. And so what I did to now accommodate my new keyboard and my new mouse and my new everything was I played on an alternate Minecraft account, which I don't recommend, but it's a thing you can do. And I played on this account for a while. And I'm talking a while because I was having some issues with just people trying really hard, and I feel like people put a specific amount of energy into dueling when they see me. Like, not that I'm specifically good, but people are like, oh, I recognize this person. Let me, put effort in. And I was just, and I couldn't put effort into my duel because I was playing like I had 12 thumbs. I barely functioned with 2. So my natural instinct was like, okay, let me just go somewhere on a private account that nobody really knows about, and I can just play the game and just be less stressed out, and not put a lot of pressure on myself to like relearn or be super sweaty or super good or like anything, and like I could just relearn to play the game. And so I played on a different account for a long time to try and regain my skills. I don't know if they're all back, but they're getting better than they were, which is good. They were when I brand new got the keyboard. I'm not better than I was when I started. That's a lie. And so yeah, it's just been really hard trying to reteach myself the game essentially, and get used to this. And so it's been going slow, and I also just don't have a lot of time anymore to put into playing this game. Like I just don't have time to sit here all day and play. Like, I have like a 30 win streak right now because I tried to record this video like 5 times, but this is like the most I've played like straight through, and I don't know. I've just been having some technical difficulties. Internet situation I think got fixed, but we've still had some spots and some issues with it, but we're trying to work through it and get that fixed as well. So hopefully I can play just kind of whenever I have time, because before it was like I had to play at a specific time when my internet was really bad. But hopefully that's fixed as well. And so I'm sort of trying to just get myself back on my feet, if you will. And it's just been hard. So I thank anyone who's still subscribed for the bow videos. Hopefully I'll get some bow videos going. I don't know. I'm not hopeful. I'm still not sold on my bow skill. I still think I'm like pretty bad. But yes. I think I'm gonna take with the guy saying "you suck bum" in chat. I think I'm just gonna take that time to transition to another issue that I've had aside from technical difficulties, which is the community. I've never had this issue with this community. Well, I mean maybe I have. I don't know. But bow has always been like kind of a nicer place in duels because duels has always been toxic. But people who bow specifically like shooting bow and arrow, and we're not a particularly large community. We're very, our own people, and so you kind of get specific personalities that come to play bow, and they're typically pretty nice. They're pretty calm, chill, whatever. And recently, it's just been awful. Like, I played on an alternate account because I was trying to like play privately in peace, but I've gotten people who play on like 20 billion different accounts just to like catch you off guard on purpose. Like it's really like shady, and then like and just say mean stuff in chat, and that's like, oh, it just rubs me the wrong way. It makes me so upset when people try to upset you, like their goal is to upset you. That's so frustrating to me. I'm like, I mean, I guess like it's annoying, but it's like it's more so upsetting because it's like your whole thing was you were just trying to bum me out. Like what an awful like mindset. And I guess maybe if it was like a joke, I'm like, well, I don't really play that type of comedy. That's just not like I don't pal around with people like that. And if I do, I have to know you pretty well and know you're doing it. And like I don't know these people like that. You feel me? Like I don't talk to people like that. I just don't. Um, and so I'm trying to not let that bother me, and it still bothers me. And I mean, I haven't been in there's like a Bow Duels Discord, and I haven't been in that either. And I've just heard that it's people insulting each other, calling each other like scummy shit, and just like, oh, it's banter, it's funny, it's cool, it's edgy. It's like, I guess, but I don't banter like that. I don't make jokes like that. It's just not how I play, and so I don't know. If they want to do that, that's fine, but it's hard to associate with the community when it's like this. And so I'm hoping that people calm down and people are a little more careful with how they express themselves. And hopefully it's not as toxic because it's pretty toxic right now. And uh, it makes me sad, like when I am losing to people who are toxic. So it fuels the fire, and it's so frustrating. So I'm trying to just let myself breathe and like just deal with it, and I don't know, just give myself a better outlet to play this game and just try and not get as frustrated. And I don't think it's been working because I've been pretty frustrated with it, but I'm hoping that I can just have some resolve and just get back into playing the game a little bit more because I like playing this game. It's something I enjoy doing in my free time, and while I can't like specifically grind it out like some of these other guys are doing, which props to them for playing so much, because God knows when I had free time, that's what I did, and good for them. They should play, and they're really good, and they're getting a lot better, faster than most other people are, and that's crazy. But it's very like draining to deal with all of this, like to deal with the technical difficulties and the toxicity and all of it like at the same time it was too much. So I decided to do something a little more privately, and I'm really sorry that I didn't disclose that I was playing on an alt account, and I'm sorry I didn't disclose that I was like going to be taking a break and all that shit, but I needed to do that in order to sort of reset myself and get my balance back and sort of reconfigure myself because I just couldn't deal with it all at the same time. So hopefully everyone understands why I did what I did, and hopefully no one hates me or is angry with me, or yeah, I don't know. I hope no one cares that much. So yeah, I guess that's the video. Thank you for listening to me ramble for God knows how long. Hopefully this is a little shorter than last time. But yeah, hopefully some more videos soon. But no promises, because I don't know what life has in store. So yeah, bye.